Good evening, my friends. It's Friday evening. I love you guys, but I rather do this in the evenings than in the morning, so I'm doing them always in the evenings instead of waking up in the morning and doing those videos on Saturday. But it will be posted on Saturday. And there will be no entertainment in Europe. Not like previous president was giving us so much entertainment. Poor comedians, they don't have anything to make jokes about. And yeah, I'm just wondering why it's not symmetrical pattern on this one. Okay, I will start. Long time ago I predicted the fishy, dirty stuff on Barr. You remember maybe that vision that the door was upside down in a prison and Genie opened the door and a lot of dirty stuff, garbage with like fish coming out of that basement in a prison. And I was really confused what that means. Now we know. Dirty stuff is coming, and the Genie opened the door. That was kind of leaks, or not leaks. Those people who were investigated, they got information from Apple, and we always thought Apple is so safe that they will fight for people, that they wouldn't give the informations or codes or something like that. Not in this situation. They were obedient. And I was wondering, what Trump was so scary about that leaks will reach Adam Schiff and Eric Swallow. He was, and I think it was about his connections with Russia. I saw him sitting on a trunk, looks like a coffin, and he's telling to people, don't go there. There is no dead body there. But the hand is hanging out of the coffin. So, there is dirty stuff on, and that was the reason he didn't want any leaks reaching Eric Swallow or Adam Schiff. And he was accusing them officially. He was saying that they are getting leaks and they are blah, blah, blah. And those guys were innocent. Because if there will be something, he will charge them. So he was throwing rocks, and they should be thrown back at him because I wouldn't be surprised that he was spying on Biden and every other candidate who was fighting to be a president. We may learn, because it's not year, and after a year they have to renew. So who knows if there is no more dirty fish over there. And what was he afraid about the job that he was doing with someone over the sea and cheating, symbol of cheating. He was cheating USA. He was cooperating with Putin, and he didn't want anyone to leak any information about that. So that will be something we will wait. And again, I'm related to the previous long time ago vision that I had about Robert Mueller. I'm still waiting for that one to come to the surface. I saw him like Mr. Wilson behind the fence from the Two-Man serial, you remember? Mr. Wilson was always showing only his eyes, and we couldn't really see his face. And I think that will be the Mr. Robert Mueller, that he will do that kind of service. They stop him, but he wants to say some things eventually, so he will be probably testifying again. Legal things, lawyer. He will have to. He is the winner on the white horse. He did wonderful job. He was on a chariot. He was in a control until Barr took him away. My girlfriend Cheryl asked me. Actually, Cheryl sent me a link that Barr is denying knowing anything about any congressman's being sold in the leak case. He apparently never discussed that with Trump. And the same Jeff Sessions. It's not me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I think Shaggy was singing that song, but I don't see that he will be. And she said she would like to see if Barr sing a different song under oak. I see him beating and I saw him biting his nails and spitting the nails parts. I think he is afraid. He knows that he is in the bad situation, that people should took him to the court and investigate him. I saw him pulling his tail between his leg and putting the tail in his mouth. Not good, not nice picture, but that's what I saw. So how would Barr react about that he will be investigated? He still feels that he is the privileged one, that he will actually think that the government has to protect him. He has a right to make mistakes, and he was following the orders for security. You know what? That's Trump era is not over. They feel that they can push the buttons. And I thought as well about future of Merrick Garland. And I saw Department of Justice, the floor being flooded with broken sewer. Everywhere it's smell dirty, nasty odor, and I felt that he doesn't want to go there. He feels like he is pushing himself to go to work. He is not happy camper. Yes, he was very successful in Oklahoma, but he was in his late 40s. Right now, he is close to 70, 68. What a difference. And he is not the guy that can push people around. I thought we have store for 20 years. And I was so lucky I never had to fire anyone. One lady let me down. I'm going on vacation and she is telling me that she has anxiety attacks and she can't stay and work for me when I will be in Poland. And I was training her for over a year and she is giving up 1 month before I'm going to Europe. And we have tickets and, booked, everything is booked. And I didn't fire her, but she let it go and I found someone else. But even in that situation, it was so hard for me to not understand her point of view, that she can be scared, but I couldn't close the store. That time the store was doing good. Now it would be easier to close and go without, paying someone else the wage. But that time it was different time, and I was inside me, I was furious, but I could calm myself, and I thought, well, yeah, anxiety is anxiety. You are in anxiety too, but you have to calm yourself down and walk forward. He is stressed out. He is stressed out. He feels old. He feels that it's not his type of personality, that he can be nasty to people. We have to understand he is very good, honest guy. He will be wonderful in Supreme Court because he will he will speak up his mind. Over here, it's completely different job. Edgar Hoover was so good in it. Yeah, he drew his teeth by being tough guy. This guy, Merritt, is not a tough person as a human being. Biden wouldn't be a good in that position too, because he wants to be nice, and some people are nice and some people are mean. Barr was mean. Jeff Sessions, he was just follower, stupid follower. But Barr, he went for that position because he wanted to. I have probably a question about Barr. Yeah, I think I was thinking about that. Okay, I think Barr went for this position, to work as DOJ because he loves to have a power. He thought that he will be controlling Danton, that he will get more power and more status, that he will be free to do what he wants to do. He didn't mean it at the beginning to be that obedient as he was. So I think he lost interest of being Danton's friend. He wanted to, eventually he quit the office, and I was watching one of my, I don't usually watch my old videos, but somehow I wanted to see how I'm changing, because a lot of you are giving me compliments, so I went in the old video, and I said that he will quit, and eventually he quit. And it was from November, I think, 2019. So Barr quit. Eventually he quit. He didn't like to be pushed to do things that it was not. I don't like him. Don't take me wrong. But what will be for the Barr? Would he testify against Danton? He will make some decisions related to his own security. He will think about this. It's nights that he can't sleep, and he will start a new adventure. So he would like to clean his image. Not that he can, but I think that will be something that he will have to do it. And Natalie Lyons, you didn't answer about the royal family take away the titles for Prince Harry and Princess Meghan. They did what, and I think that what they did what was expected to be done. If Harry and Meghan left the court, that's what they do. Mrs. Simpson and Will Simpson, when she married the Duke of Windsor, who was that time a king, or King Edward VIII, he had to abdicate, and he just became only a Duke of Windsor. So, they take some And I think Meghan and Harry are dukes now, but they are not princess and prince. That was their choice. 2 years ago, I predicted that little Archie will have a sister, and he has the Lilibet Diane. So I'm glad I was saying that the little sister he will have, and that was true. That's when I was looking at the old videos. I just watched 2 of them. I'm so critical about myself, so sometimes it's very hard for me to watch. But I was actually quite impressed with the answers. I thought, wow, I predict this, I predict that. So often I was correct. I didn't actually. I was not saying that I was making mistakes. At least those 2 videos. I should watch more because it's about 470. That is, or 60 some. That I made so far. Kathy, the wife of Prince William, was asked if she have seen the baby. That's the journalist asked her, and she was honest. She said that she's looking forward to see, but she didn't. It's probably last Friday that the baby, or Saturday, but it was last week that the baby was born. I can't imagine if I will have the opportunity, even being in Poland and my brother will be in England, I will be able to see on the Skype, on Zoom, on WhatsApp. There is so many possibilities. And I ask myself why, because everyone had that on your mind, why? And I saw the status. Kathy and William are the tall, and they are more superior to Meghan and Harry, and Meghan and Harry are supposed to be the ones who will call them. It's not the same dynamic that we have in every other family when people are not thinking who should call who. Before they loved each other so much, those brothers. When Kathy was between them, it was not that much drama, but 2 women are not easy to sometimes. I'm not blaming anyone, but I'm so good with my 2 brothers. I love my sisters-in-law. So I don't, even if I'm upset with little things, I'm not taking this against them. Yeah, they changed. They went different direction. And it's all about work, all about the status, all about the privileges and the stigma, who should do what, and so on. Tal Oflek, and I know that you sent me your email, thank you, Tal. Because she is one of the winners of the free reading, and both ladies are on vacation. So Dolly and Tal, I'm waiting to find the time, but they are still on vacations. And Tal Oflek, will the interactive medicine be option possible? I wrote my own and I don't understand, but I think it's the extra medicine that will be like homeopathic and so on. Medicine be an option possibility in medical schools in future in USA. And in Poland, I met 15 years ago iridologist, and he was looking into pupil of my eyes in one and another, and he was capable of predict any illnesses that I have or I will have it. I was shocked. He was able to tell my husband which part of the back is hurting him, and he told me which part is her back, and we are different. And he told me that I will have breast cancer. It was 15 years ago. I'm living with it. I think he has seen something, and he was a Tibetan doctor who was working in Poland. He was surgeon, but on Sundays he was making extra money, and he was following some shows when they were big shows. This one was a rock show, and he had a little booth. And when I saw what he is doing, I said, yes, I want to do it. I wanted to do this for so many years. So I did. And I think that's the answer. That was the name. But I think there will be more. Like acupuncture was before not major, but now I think people will be able to study because they know that they can. Maybe it's already in the medical schools. So yes, a lot of those disciplines will be involved and people will be allowed to. I don't know if I should stop because the last two videos, my recording device stopped in 24:39 seconds and it broke. And I don't know if I should stop or I should go for. I will go forward and then I will post another video, like it will be part 2, because it could not stop. But it 2 times I didn't do anything. So would they be able to add some different medicines to the studying in the medical school? It will be not easy. That will be tough journey. So they have to prove it. Eventually, that will be a success. Not everyone will be on the same page. So some universities will not accept that. But I think eventually some of the medicines they will be accepting. Medical schools will accept that what's going on and show MC not. So forgive me if it will be broken video. I will see if I can post the second part. But Shall MC not. How many languages do you speak? I was able to communicate in 4 languages because I studied 4 languages and I was fluent from one customer to another, but I'm not using any. I can understand Russian, but when I will be speaking with someone who is from Russia, I will be adding English words. The same was in Germany. My brother lives in Germany. Excuse me. When I was going there, I had the clue what they were talking about, but somehow probably I will need to stay longer and it will come back. The same is with Russian. I'm using Polish and English most of the time, and people are forgetting languages.